Hey, Deciding Destiny crew, Carl Spirides here. Thanks for joining me for another Deciding Destiny daily dose. Decide to come back to neutral. One thing with people that work a lot in the light, that work a lot in trying to bring about truth or positive change, or try to dispel darkness or uncover corruption, or just work with people that have been abused and tormented, is that they oftentimes end up spending a lot of time in the dark. You know, they spend a lot of time working in that space to help the people out in that space, which is, you know, an incredible, you know, strong, brilliant, necessary task that we need people to stand up, put their hand up and fulfill in our civilization more and more, as more and more things come to light, as more and more people are going through struggles, are going through hard times, as things are continually changing, as business, life, personal, relationship, everything, beliefs are constantly being flipped and twirled and twisted upside down. It's becoming more and more crucial that we have more light workers, we have more people working in the light, you know, working to heal, working to help out, working to make a positive impact and make a difference. Just one of the things that we have to keep watching is that whoever it is and at whatever level they're working in the light, is to watch how much it affects them. Someone out there who I haven't met yet, but someone who's doing incredible work in the light, Tim Ballard, for example, what he's doing in terms of kind of bringing to light the horrors of child trafficking. And you know, he spent years and years trying to help people, show people, tell people this issue, and they would bury their head in the sand. And you know, obviously that impacts multiple parts of your life, and you have to kind of work out, all right, what am I going to cut back on, you know, so that I can do this? What am I going to negotiate so that I can keep fulfilling this destiny of you know, rescuing souls and healing hearts? I think it's something we have to really be aware of, is as we go about, and you know, it could be as simple as, you know, not that this is simple, but you know, solving someone's problems in business, or you know, solving someone's problems in family, or whatever it is. You know, not simple. These things are very important. But as you do that over and over and again, and you become a professional, you become excellent at it, or you become highly valuable in the marketplace, or wherever, you know, it can slowly grind at you. And you don't want to just have your one solution as to be callous and just cut off and just remove the emotion, snip the cord of emotion and become a machine, because then you're not really here. What's the point? So, you know, how do you do this? How do you remain a human being, emotional, with the full bandwidth of emotions and, you know, emotional intelligence? And how do you then open yourself up to being able to rescue souls and hearts? And I think it's definitely a question that I often find myself in, and I think lots of people I know. And you know, you got to find the answer your own way, but there's a few things that help me out. And I think one of the things is realizing that it's not all about yourself. You know, it's about a greater purpose, a greater need, a greater necessity. And it's not all about being focused on that one goal relentlessly day and night. And that's something that I've struggled with, you know, because I can be so focused on the one thing, bang, 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 harp on, drive the point home, and I have to pull myself back. So you've got to kind of pull yourself back, go and enjoy the simple things, go enjoy the simple pleasures, go for a walk, you know, get all of the gunk out of your mind and kind of focus on other things. Focus on enjoying parts of your life, you know, and then you can go back to the drawing board and see, all right, how else can I help impact the world in a positive way? But you've got to be able to have that release, kind of like a valve, like a heart valve. You've got to have that release of that tension every now and then, you know. So these are a few of the things that have helped me. Communicating to other people about it, debating it, you know, listening, reading books on controversial topics on the other side, or looking at other perspectives has helped me, because it keeps your perspective fresh, so you're not so stuck in your one way. But I think it's just really important that whatever you're doing is that, you know, whether it's meditation, whether it's running, whether it's communicating, whether it's, you know, different sort of yogi practices, whatever it is, that you're coming back to some sort of center, you're coming back to some sort of neutral point. And you can have that practice, you can do it every morning. I had a lovely lady who I was chatting to a lot of these issues and what we want to do to help out, and what we can do and what our next steps are in our personal lives and together collaborating. And one of the things she did was she brought us together in like a breathing exercise before we started, and we got through all the stuff and shared a lot of information, and obviously not all of it was bunny rabbits and raindrops, but some of it was harder stuff, or heavier stuff. And then afterwards we did a meditation, breathing exercise and meditation, quick one, but just something to bring us back to center, bring us back to source. I think that's something you have to think of, is how am I bringing myself back to a neutral point? How am I bringing myself back to source, back to center, so that I can go and grab those gifts again and go out into the world and impact in a positive way? Because if I'm always working in the dark, always working to bring light to the dark, or always working to drive out the dark in the world, then eventually that can kind of weigh you down and affect your ability to actually drive out the dark. So think in different ways, guys, different ways of how you can, and that can be in all sorts of things. It can be with just your business, that can be with listening to client problems, that can be being an amazing problem solver with your clients. What are other ways that you're figuring out to kind of pull back from too much of that, so that you can be fresh, for the next time you show up and you decide to impact someone else's life? Anyway, guys, that's the message for today, and I hope you enjoyed that. And as always, guys, remember, decide your destiny. Cheers.